Okay, well, here we go. One way or another, I don't expect this to get much turnout tonight. It's kind of out of the blue, but we're going to try and, in an attempt to keep myself to some degree of consistency with regards to not starting a game and on here and just dropping it partway through. We're going to advance the... oh shit, hi Red. We're going to advance things just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're going to pick up where we left off. And it feels like we're actually close to the end of Tokyo Dark. So, without further ado, we descend. A little recap of where we left off last time. She never said anything like that to me. It must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help with this ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. Don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said it herself. You're still young. You should forget about all this and start over. And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you two talk about masks and spirits, well, you sounded just like the girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Ito. I believe our current quest line, is to head to Aokigahara. Aokigahara, better known as the Suicide Forest. Despite its nickname, the volcanic earth it grows on makes this forest beautiful and green. Every year, however, large numbers of people wander in, intending it to be their final resting place. Occasionally, authorities have to comb through it for new bodies. Yep, we're heading here to the base of the original cult that worshipped the mask. Hoping to get some degree of answers regarding the origins of the mask, how to get to the dark. Do we get to the dark and save our partner? Or do we, are they hardcore Jim Carrey fans? Well, I mean, that would fit with the image of a cult, I feel like. At least these days. I'm not sure what Jim Carrey has been up to. He's one of those people who just kind of dropped off the public adjacent face of the earth. No doubt about it, this is the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. Better proceed cautiously. It's like I could easily lose my way in this overgrowth. The path wasn't so hard to find. It's a miracle no one stumbled on the compound before, even by accident. No time to think of that now. I have to keep moving. I don't even want to imagine getting lost in here at night. Oh shit, good point. That was an Oscar-worthy performance. Anything to see here? Nope, we're just walking along. Ooh, keep going. Okay, now we're getting into the ominous. We're just going to... Oh, now we're jogging. Can never control... Oh! Ojizo-sama! When we get into Higurashi? 3 statues covered in moss and undergrowth. It looks like one is missing. Ojizo-sama? A depiction of Ojizo-sama. Okay. It said that praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who died young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to see them abandoned like this. How could these statues help anyone out in such a dark place? Interesting. We have to find Ojiso-sama. Guess we'll keep going. That. Hi. Reina, what is she doing here? Huh? Where am I? No, anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Ito, why did you come here? You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. You never care about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. Hey, I tried really hard not to kill. It's all about you and what you want. You. Not looking for me. You want to hurt this girl, to hurt the old woman, to see everyone who gets in your way suffer. No, that's not true. I would have done anything to change what happened to you. Make it go away. Can't bear to look anymore. Stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. Oh, what is this? Let's see how full the screen can get. Purely out of curiosity. Nope, it's still going. Let's forget together. Let's forget together. While we're waiting for this to fill up, everything sounding okay? I'd ask if everything was looking okay, but we kind of got a lot going on screen right now. All good. Very good. Let's forget together. I don't think this is gonna change. Alright, let's forget together. Well, we've forgotten. What have we forgotten? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, stay on the path? Stay on the path. Okay. Where we go? Moving. Pick up? An Ojiso-sama statue. I feel a familiar presence as I pick it up. Looks like we have found Ojiso-sama. What? Geez, the way you were sleeping, I thought you'd never wake up. Huh? Where?
夢でも見てるの
Kazuki, thank goodness you're okay. Knew I'd find you. Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. I saw you on the ground. Reina, she slit your throat. Must have been a hell of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee can't fix. Speaking of, I fixed the coffee machine so you can officially file that case as closed. Hey, you okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Yeah. Thanks, Kazuki. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Why can't I remember? My heart's beating a mile a minute. Can't shake this feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. Is this real, right? I want it to be real. Local detective goes, whoo! Hello. Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. Huh? You're not dressed? You didn't forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? We were gonna have a picnic in the park and see the cherry blossoms, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figured we could grab a pizza on the way over, too. Pizza picnic. It's an important time of year, after all. Did you forget that, too? Don't you remember when the cherry blossoms fell and you saved those 2 girls at the shrine? You're a hero. Oh. Saved? No, I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She's always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together. The sun's out. We've got Lady Fluff. Yeah. Uh-oh, Sanity -5. Isn't this what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you got left. This is where you belong. We love you, Ayami-chan. But that's why you'll come with us. Come on. You've got to get going. Go? Where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Oh. Safe? Why? Where's I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you. It leads to suffering. So let's leave the path and be happy. Forever. Oh no. Save me, Lady Fluffington. Guess we're going to a picnic. What? Reina? Isn't this nice? We're all here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 Anyone else. It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here where it's safe. Stay here and rot, Ayami. Kazuki, what's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. This is all so wonderful. I've taken you somewhere safe just like I promised. Far away from places you don't belong. You'll stay here, so you can't hurt anyone anymore. Free from all those pesky, painful memories. So, let's forget together. Lie down where it's comfortable and stay there. Forever and ever and ever. That pizza looks pretty good. No. Ignoring the pain won't make it go away. Uh-oh. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. He'd tell me to keep going. This is getting pretty sus. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as before. Reina, why did you take me here? Oh, her eyes are glowing. Why won't you leave me alone? Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember. Oh boy. Stop. I felt Reina's presence so strongly before. If I didn't come to my senses, I might have... Why now? What's What's in this forest that she doesn't want me to see? Run this time. Oh. Play statue. The air completely changed when I placed this statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark, and I can see a clearing up ahead. Is it over? Reina, are you still here somewhere? When we're making it places when we descend from the heavens. This must be it, the Kamenkai compound. I finally made it. Or at least Reina doesn't have as much power here. Looking at it now, I can't help but feel underwhelmed. For all the secrecy, classified documents, and foreboding stories, all I see is drab gray structures in a forest clearing. But it's eerie, it's silent, and the air is thick, like it's cut off from the rest of the forest. Given how hard Reina was trying to keep me out of here, I feel that's no coincidence. I feel a sadness and fear hanging in the air like I did in Higashi's office. I should be careful, find out what I can, and get out of here. Guess this all but confirms Reina's link to the Kamenkai. What was she trying so hard to prevent me from finding? Yeah, it's hits all the notes. I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. Oh. That's not for you to decide. You know her importance, what the Guru says she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do to her. She's our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work like he says? She's so young. You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I know that, I'm just... Then why hesitate? The Guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. A culmination of everything we've worked for. Somehow your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I only want to make sure she's okay. He promised me she'd be safe, but now, I'm not so sure. The Guru will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will. Emiko, don't worry. They'll be safe. No, my own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. Ah. So this is the old lady's daughter. I'm sorry, I must be strong. Soon we will have no worries and ascend from our flesh. Free your skin! Free your skin! You know, don't you? I saw you outside when he told us. Yes. All of the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. So we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Reina who shows us the way. She will be the bridge. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. Well. That answers that question. Mommy. Reina. Where were you? I missed you. Shh, keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay long. Why not? Why don't you stay with me anymore? Well, that's complicated. The Guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and for you especially. Who cares about all that? Honey, it's not that simple. Poor Reina has lived a miserable life. Why not? Why won't they let us be together? Because you're so pure. I'm perfect. I know you love me, but I'm no good. If I stay with you, he says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I wanted to see you. It's our little secret, okay? Okay. Mommy, is it my fault you can't stay with me anymore? Oh, Raina, no. Of course not. It's me. I'm going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. I know it doesn't make me a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me so himself. He said you're the key to everything, because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone's so mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. Not you, anyway. I thought you said we were going home. We can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. All those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and die, and we'll be left. But you'll be there to guide them. Soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa. Die? I don't want anyone to die. Yes, me neither, sweetie. But like I said, Tokimasa has figured out a new ritual, and you'll be able to help everyone. I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things? Now, Reina, it's not easy for me either. It's not about what we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you? Yeah, I guess. Exactly. So let's smile, okay? Hey, guess what? What? For the ritual, there's going to be a big celebration. Just for you. It'll be a big feast. What's that mean? It's a big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound fun? I guess so. Then I can come see you again. Do you promise? Yeah. Afterwards, we'll all go out together to the ritual. All together? I thought you said it was just me. Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa says you'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation. Okay. Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying if you do. And you don't want to see me and Mommy cry, do you? No. Good. Reina, I need you to listen to me now. Here, I want you to have this. It's Mommy's amulet. One I've kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold it and keep your eyes shut tight, okay? If you get scared, just grab it tight and think of me, okay? That amulet is yours. Don't you need it? What if something bad happens to you? It's more important you have it now. Promise me you'll do what I asked. I promise. Let's make a pinky promise. Oh, okay. And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right? Yeah. You said my pinky'd fall off. Exactly. We wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Maybe even a little scary, but it's not all bad. Yeah! Gonna say, definitely see the Higurashi vibes, especially these interactions. Most important thing is that Tokimasa told us that we'll be together. I love you, Reina. I love you too, Mommy. Probably means things are gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Just a happy-go-lucky feast and a little silly ceremony, and everyone's gonna be fine. Oh, Reina, maybe you shouldn't be here. Huh? Why not? The feast isn't for you, it's for us, the impure, who must prepare ourselves, but... Tokimasa says that the impure must purify themselves by feasting and expunging the darkness from their bodies. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I can remain uncorrupted, even someone worthless like me will be able to ascend to a higher plane. Yeah. I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special. But no one visits me anymore. And where's everyone else? Are they hiding from me now, too? The others are with the guru preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Reina. Everything will be clear tomorrow. There's nothing to fear. I dig that logic of, I'm gonna purify myself by having a real big feast. I'm down with that logic. Well, that is... Okay, yeah, it's... Now that you mentioned that, I am feeling the Last Supper vibes. That's a very good point. Hey, can I have a little of that? The great Tokimasa instructed us not to give you any food for the feast. Oh. Don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence is there to test us, to show us that we are corrupted with the stains of impurity upon us. It's a reminder of how the great machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path. Right, but... You're very lucky. Yes, so lucky. Be in Tokimasa's favor. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test to find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you? I don't know. I'm a kid. Oh, yes, of course not. You are but a child. Tokimasa says you children are much wiser than us, but your understanding of the world is untainted. Where's Mommy? Mommy? Ah, yes, I imagine she was with the Guru. The Guru. She's in need of the Guru's love. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah. You understand, don't you, Reina? I'm 5. Yes, her mind has gone astray of late. Such a key moment. I don't like that implication, though, the Guru's love. The Guru will show her the way. Don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, doesn't matter. We are your family. You should go back to your bed. I wonder why the Guru let someone so important wander freely. What if something would happen to you like the others? What others? Do not fear, child. The great Tokimasa's prophecy will come to pass and there will be no fear. Very soon. You should go to sleep, child. And remember, do not eat this meal. It is food for us, the pitiful. Isn't there, again... I have vague memories of there being a sect, a school of thought of fraudsters who believe that they, don't need to eat and they can live off of the sun and whatnot. I have vague memories of that being a thing. Just absolute freaking frauds trying to convince people that they absorb light from the sun and photosynthesize. What? For some reason, I thought that would have called the Solarian. Yeah. Breatharianism. For some reason, my first thought was Solarian, and I googled that word, and the first thing I got was a fucking ad for NFTs. What the fuck? Yeah, that was it. Breatharianism. Getting big breatharianism vibes from the food is for the impure. The pure ones do not need sustenance. Hi, Midori. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, that is very accurate. NFTs are just another cult. Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. It will be a time of great change. Go away. Why? Tomorrow you will guide us, but look at you. So young. We must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All forms of life feel fear. The fear is not weakness, but a test. You are testing me. Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again. It's nothing. What do you want? Oh, do you know where Takashi is? Weak. They're weak. Don't think of them. Oh, is Takashi friends with Reina? Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. Needn't worry. Tokimasa will guide us. Just wait. What's wrong, Amico? Oh, Reina, what are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. It's all right. You didn't mean it, did you? No. There's nothing to worry about. Do you want something? Why isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? He and his sister were not meant for the path of purity. Not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself with thoughts of them. What's unburden mean? Unburden, Reina. Means I have to forget them. Yes, forget the children, Emiko. Becoming too attached to our offspring is part of mankind's great machine. It is a lie. This was a test. Soon, someday, your children will be on the blockchain, and then you will not need to worry about them anymore. We did not pass. You must. We are so close to our goal. Yes, of course. I will not shackle myself to meaningless connections. I will only shackle myself to the blockchain. Reina, don't worry. Tomorrow is the great ritual Tokimasa has envisioned. I hear the guest of honor. Everything will be all right. Really? Yes, of course. Now run along. Bye. Well, I guess that's it. Time to leave. Although we're probably next headed for the ritual site. To some degree. Look. What's this? It looks like a simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? What is this? I feel strange, like I'm back there again. Is the amulet that she gave Reina? Oh. Spicy. I don't like that in the slightest. Where am I? The forest path. I saw things and started running. I found the amulet had cut away the fog that had been surrounding me, and it showed me the truth. Mask, the Kamenkai. Rena was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day was when it started, when Rena became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began. The pulse of the dark has changed again, and the fuzzy image I had before was snapped into focus. I think I need to put an end to this. It's in my hands. The amulet. How long has it been, I wonder? I ran in a sewer, a girl with red hair, raising thoughts that aren't my own. I'm in over my head. I'm so stretched out it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me, and each time I get close to the truth, something drags me farther away. I feel like I'm so close. All the threads are leading to one place, and yet I haven't stopped to think of what finding it means. I'm on a ride that I have no control over, and that's moving too fast to focus on what's passing me by. If only I could go back and slow down. Give myself some time to think. Instead, I keep rushing forward towards the unknown. Before I went to Aokigahara, I thought I had a handle on things. Then Reina showed up and turned it all on its head. My whole life I've thought that if I only connected the dots and contextualized the clues, it'd make everything simpler and it'd all work out. This time I'm not so sure. The only thing left to do is hold on tight and see where I end up. We're on the midnight train. Going places. Whatever that was that died in my head. With me is a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm using it myself. Doesn't feel right. It was her pain I felt back in the compound, the focal point to all her misery. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen. Is that girl long gone? No, what I felt in the compound and the misery I feel in the dark are the same. It's her. The mask, Reyna, the dark, all tied to the door. But everything I'd seen, and all the mysteries that had been explained to me, what awaited me there was still unknown. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go into these filthy tunnels and find it. Only then do I have any hope of using it to change his fate. Something with that much power would have a cost, and I'd be forced to accept it without question. Nothing can ever be the same after today. Chance at a normal life disappeared the minute I took the mask from evidence. Maybe it would have found its way back to me eventually. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. Maybe he's not even down there anymore. I've seen what Rain has become as a result of the mask. If that happened to me? Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? The horrible object was made out of the death of innocent people and fed hundreds of years later with more death. Why continue the cycle? Why shouldn't I destroy it? Is this actually building up to a choice? I suppose that's obvious. Because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. If I don't act soon, it feels like the world will tear it apart at the seams. Dark is creeping in at the seams, affecting people even if they can't see it like I do. I have to do something. Shinjuku and Kamakura, two places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. To choose. Follow the thread further into the darkness, or attempt to cut it and return to the light. Well, this feels like a final choice. What do you say, Red? You get the vote this time. Kamakura. Yeah, I kinda agree. Quantas claim they can purify the mask and rid the world of its evil influence once and for all. Yeah, welcome back. Based on last week, the info we were getting from Grandma, that conversation, it felt like this was going to be the choice. Do we go deeper and try and save Katsuki? Or do we try and rid the world of the mask? Can purify the mask and rid the world of its evil influence once and for all. They didn't say what happens after that. What happened to Kazuki and Reina? That awful alley in Shinjuku is where the nightmare began and holds the entrance to the dark. Only chance to find Kazuki is to return there with the mask and find the door. Maybe it's a chance to put an end to all of this. Feels like this is actually a distinctive ending split. Not like the last choice we've got. Feels like we're far enough in this time. This is an actual ending split. I'm a little torn whether or not purifying the mask will actually be the best ending. Like, the mask is supposed to be the thing that shows the way to the door. If the mask isn't in there, then no one can get to the door, no one can move on to the afterlife. So if we get rid of the mask, is that really a good thing? Also, the mask is cloaked in evil and darkness and death. So Kamakura it is. At the very least, we should be able to go back. It feels strange to be back on these streets, knowing everything I do now. Ancient cults, a troubled family, and a girl named Reina, all united by the history of death and suffering caused by a simple object. But meaningless death of innocent people, and for what? To protect mankind, to make us better. Don't make me laugh. No more. I've gone down this rabbit hole far enough. Refuse to be a slave to the mask any longer. I'll destroy it, turn it back to ashes, and do the world a favor. My final defiant act as reality breaks apart at the seams. The Kawanas are waiting at the shrine. They know as well as I do the torment the mask brings with it. Let's hope the old woman can do what she says she can. Let's heckin' go. No reason to go in there anymore. Oh, that's... Hi. Hello. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh. Not again. I won't let you control me. Why now? Is it trying to stop me? This mask, born out of death and suffering, shouldn't be in this world. Maybe those people were trying to restore things. Why am I thinking about that? I have to keep moving. What is this feeling? Fear. I'm afraid to go forward. I have to go back. I can't move. Death. Everything about this place feels like death. What if I'm wrong? Kuzuki, Reina, they could still be down there. That's what it wants. It's why I need to destroy it. But, oh God, what will happen? Why is it pleading with me? Those lives trapped in the mask want to be free, don't they? Then why? I would still turn back. Now's my last chance. I'm so confused. What do I do? We could turn back. We're not going to turn back. Are you gonna let me? Me? To the shrine. Kill, 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 kill. I'll do that. Huh? Ito! So you came after all? Yes, of course she did. She knew it was the right thing to do. You brought something, didn't you? From the compound. I did, but an old wooden amulet. You were right. The darkness I felt there was the same. This seriously? Wait, is this actually real? When I was there, I saw visions from the past of people who are gone now. I know about the ritual Tokimasa tricked them into performing. How could you have let it happen? She was just a girl. There's no answer I can give that would satisfy you. No answer? Is that the best you can do? That's why you fled, isn't it? It's not like... Really, what could one person have done other than prioritize the health and safety of their future, their kids? Obviously, she couldn't talk her daughter into leaving, so she took her grandkids and left. You knew all about Tokimasa's ritual, but what happened to everyone who was left behind? You took Mai and Takashi and ran and did nothing to stop it. Stop it? What would have changed? Emiko knew what staying meant for her children as well as I did. She was willing to die, however Tokimasa told her to. I couldn't persuade my own daughter to save herself. You think I didn't try? The police never would have believed an old woman talking about ancient rituals. I had no choice. They were monsters. They weren't monsters, they were lost, looking for answers in a world that had none for them. Much like you, like us. In my years with the mask, I could hear them sometimes in the darkness, along with voices I did not recognize. I always thought they were vengeful, restless, punishing me for my sins. Once we purify the mask, perhaps they will forgive us. Did you find the girl who's chasing you? This Reina? Did you ask her forgiveness? Forgiveness? I'm not sure if that's possible anymore. But everything that girl went through, all of her self-hatred and her sorrow are a part of the mask now. I felt it all at this shrine the day I shot her. Do you think that this will put a stop to all of it? The whispers, Reina, all the strange things we've seen. Atonement is a journey, one that expands past our time on this earth. It will at least allow us to take the first step to righting our own sins. Our sins, huh? Hold on. I've only ever done good luck rituals and harmless little blessings. This is different. Grandma, this is real. I don't know if I can do this. Calm yourself. A ritual has meaning in its very act. It is the god's way of preparing us for the true test. You are a pure child, and combined with your will, the ritual will gain power. It will work. It must. Again with a pure child powering rituals. We know how well it went with the mask ritual. Is it really going to go that well with this? Why me? because you are not corrupted by it. Only you can. You can bring your mother peace. Please, Mai, you have to try. I know you think it's crazy, but this mask has caused a lot of people to suffer. It doesn't matter if you believe us, just do it knowing that it will help me and your grandmother move on. You haven't seen what we've seen, so I don't blame you for feeling skeptical. But you can believe in helping us, right? Only Link can bring your mother peace. That was the wrong voice. Only Link can bring your mother peace. I just want this all to end. Me too. Every day it's been harder to keep things straight, and I think this mask is partly to blame. It's silly, not religious. Never have been. But I want this all to stop, to be normal again. I want to believe that it will work, and in you. So please, I'm begging you to try. Okay. Thank you, Mai. Mai, are you ready? I just need a moment to prepare. What if we're wrong? What do you mean? What if the mask isn't the problem? What if we're making it worse? An old man told me that the mask didn't create the shadows, it only opens your vision to them. So are we doing the right thing? What if we're missing something? Are you losing your resolve? No, it's just... Tanaka, the man who died, the one I was searching for, he always said a what-if isn't good enough for a detective. Because old habits die hard, and there's still so much I don't understand. You never will. It's a matter of faith, child. This is giving me not great ending vibes. This is making me feel like this isn't the right answer. Okay, I'm ready. Even if it goes well. I don't know if this is the right answer. Amiko, please forgive me, leading you to these people and for what happened to you. I tried to save you. I tried. I pray you find peace. Grandma, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Oh no. As the ritual continued, I felt an overwhelming sadness. Like something had been ripped out of me that I would never find again. At that moment, the whispers of the mask turned to desperate, pleading screams. I closed my eyes and hugged myself like a child, feeling at that moment utterly engulfed in fear. Hello. Oh shit. Then there was silence. In my eyes, the mask was split in two. I knew at that moment that Kazuki was dead and had been all along. We all left the shrine in silence. I never returned. It was quite right after that day. Reina's presence was gone, but I started to feel other things. The shadows began to take on new, fearful shapes. Tokyo began to change. Crime shot up, and the murder rate peaked at an all-time high that year. Police were so swamped with the wave of violence that they reinstated me as a homicide detective. Investigation into me was dropped entirely. I quit within 6 months. Just didn't have the stomach for it anymore. And after what happened to Kazuki, I could never focus. What if the ritual was a mistake? What if everything that happened since is all my fault? Sometimes I wake up at night wondering if the world was dark, was the truth. My life is now a dream. An afterimage after being exposed to bright flash. I don't go out much these days. Can't bear to face the real world. Yeah, that's a bad ending. So to recap, we purified the mask, which was the link to the dark, the link to the dark, and the link to the door, which, if anything, was the way to see the shadows and the way to see through them to the door, which is the way for dead souls to move on. So, by destroying that, maybe we did doom them to an eternity of suffering. Maybe we did clog the death toilet to the point where it's overflowing back into Tokyo, causing things to deteriorate further. It's a really harsh metaphor, but can't say it's wrong. I suppose we'll see how easy it is to get back and make another choice there. That'll determine if we continue on tonight or come back to another time. Oh, interesting. Most interesting. Nothing but a crow feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push. But the result? This cannot be. Not right at all. Masquerade from this world. I won't accept it. Why? What do you care? Shall I tell the reason it bothers you so? Because you gain nothing from this truth. But make no mistake, it is a truth. Another possibility. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces and fate of fate and chance. Different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting. Interesting. Who would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth? On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. Observe it long enough, and may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. Must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn. So stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If a dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What a fate and chance, then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? No fun. You never tolerate my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. I like these two, but what of her? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up there. There's only one path which will hold the world together. I mean, we'll check out New Game Plus. See how quickly we can move through things here. Where? How? I feel groggy, like I've woken up from a long sleep and forgotten another life in the process. Important dreams always fade away too quickly to get a hold on why they moved you the way they did. What was it that was so important? What was I searching for? Kazuki, where are you? Okay, so He's always there, smiling, always
それ
smiling.
は現実？これは
Oh, there's the mask. Tanaka, what's your badge doing in a place like this? Where are you? Got really loud all of a sudden.
はい。
Yeah, that reset the volume completely. Oh. Oop, all right. "5 days ago, my partner, Detective Kazuki Tanaka, vanished after leaving Police HQ. No sign of him, and he had no leads. One of the most populous cities on Earth, he simply disappeared. It's until an hour ago when his phone was mysteriously switched on. Tracing it led me here to this grimy road on the east side of Shinjuku. The good ever happened to this part of town." The smaller a chicken skewer place is, the better. At least that's what I used to tell Tanaka. Was this here before? Closed. Don't think I have time for chicken tonight anyways. Butterfly logo. It's not exactly normal. The butterfly club, we go. Hello there. Evening, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? What are you supposed to be then? Not you again. I think this one's with the police, honey. Detective Ito, Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Police, huh? My name's Goto. It's the gun wheel too. Don't you let me buy you a drink? Show you mine. Charming. Look at my cat. We can skip forward a little bit. What do you want? He has nothing to say.
こんにちは。
Let's straight out ask you about, have you seen this man in here within the last day or two? Oh, see, some boyfriend of yours? It's a cop and he's missing. Have you seen him or not? A lot of cops pass through here. That one I haven't seen. Since I got paying customers and not a lot of free time, so you can either order a drink or you can go. This hostess seems pretty cagey. I'll open up after a drink, but then again, maybe not. I need to be careful here. Let's not order a drink. I don't drink while I'm working. Funny, I don't work without drinking. Sorry, detective, I can't help you. Can't you see I'm busy? Well, we're not going to befriend her this time. Fair enough. Back in a shuttered store, can't get in. A view of the street, the storefront. There he is.
はじめまして。
Detective Ito, how you doing, Daizo? Sorry to hear that, Daizo. Usual out there tonight? Unusual? Not to mention it, when I went out back there. Before, I thought I heard a ringing sound coming from inside one of the dumpsters. This kept ringing and ringing. You give rings I had to pawn my wedding ring to pay this month's rent. My wife heard about that. Next thing in the dumpster might be me. Poor Daizo. Oh, Neurosis +1. Oops. High Neurosis run, perhaps? Well, who don't live on a street like this anyways? You're starting out very graffiti. What if it was drawn on someone tried scrubbing off, but gave up halfway? Keypad? Code, there's no way I'm getting in. I don't remember the code from my past life, so... Small old wooden emblem on the door is so worn I can't make it out. Makes you wonder what kind of stores used to be here before it was cannibalized by bars. Yeah, honestly, same. Warehouse or storage building, no clue what type of company it belongs to. The dumpster's definitely theirs. Look. Tight. Listen. Look. Look. Wonder which actions actually trigger Neurosis +1. We have 1 Neurosis. It is interesting that the default state is stressed. Let's get jump scared by Vayna. I know you're in here. Maybe you're not in here. Maybe you only show up when I get into the dumpster. Inspect lock. This building's got a key. Inspect lock. Interesting. It's a small thing, but we didn't take the drink, so our professionalism didn't drop. So it didn't even give us the although it hasn't given us the option to pick the lock yet. Gonna wait to get jump scared by Vayna? Yeah, there we go. There she is. Whoa, 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 lady, we're closed. What are you doing in here? Yeah, it didn't give us the option to shoot the lock. Although it didn't give us the option to pick the lock either. Did you see that girl? See what now? The lights were flickering, so I came over here, but the only girl I see is you. You alright, lady? You're like really pale. Let's skip this. Goodbye. So he's gone. I don't actually want to talk to that guy. Or maybe he gave us the key. And I just skipped it, because I didn't really want to talk to him. Ringing's coming from inside. The ringing sounds like the Metal Gear Solid codec. Should out get a closer look. Look. Metallic scent of blood drifts into my nostrils, right down the back of the 2 characters I know very well. Me. What the hell's going on here? Look. 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 They're very generous with the Neurosis obtaining actions. Alright, we'll open it. Sanity -5. Gruesome red masses to knock his phone. Rotting meat and the buzzing of flies. Hello? Who's this? Oh, you finally picked up. I knew you would eventually. Been a long time, Ayami-chan. How do you know my name? Where's Tanaka? Where are you keeping him? Shh, Ayami-chan, shh. Tanaka's right here with me in the sewer. Come down, there's something I want you to see. Leave Billy back for police. So he didn't cause trouble. Sewer drain. What? No, only fresh red paint. Whole thing reminds me of Kamakura and that girl, but there's no time to dwell on the past tonight. I have work to do. Let's dwell on the past. Let's dwell on the past. Bars won't budge. Someone around here must know how to get in. Let's go bug Daiso. Is it Daiso that knew? Look. Enter. Hi, Daiso. Think about the storm drain at the end of the alley. guy in a suit climbed out of there a few days ago with some girl. Bad news, it's still clear of it. Butterfly Club. What do you know about the Butterfly Club? You said they were cutting corners earlier. Yeah, they sell stuff cheap and still manage to turn a profit. Naturally, the main method of doing that is by not paying for their alcohol license. At the end of the day, paying the cops is cheaper than paying for the license. Ooh, blackmail material? Sorry, Detective, I'm not trying to imply anything about you, of course. Just tell it like it is. No one even tries to operate legally here anymore, except legal chumps like me. It was interesting. You can ask about Reina or ask about... or get blackmail material. What do you know about the sewer? Just tell me one thing. What do you know about the storm drain leading to the sewer at the end of the street? Huh? Sewer? What kind of question is that? I don't know anything about some dirty sewer. Well, I'm in here. I'd rather have a look at your alcohol license. What? The hell are you asking about that kind of thing for? Just following protocol, miss. You wouldn't be serving drinks without one, would you? Ah, blackmailing on me. You're joking, right? You're trying to scare me or something? I'm just saying, I could shut this place down if I wanted to. Maybe you'd like to be a bit more cooperative? Let's try again. The storm drain at the end of the street. Do you know how someone might get inside? Shit, alright. Slow down on the tough chick act for a second, okay? Maybe we can help each other out. That storm drain? Guy in the bar, Goto, goes in there sometimes. He said something about an abandoned shrine or something. I've, of course, never seen it. Apparently there's some sort of trick to getting in. Just by the look you're giving me, I'll tell you what he told me. Trick is to twist the bar on the left to the right, and the bar next to it to the left, and presto. Always laughs at his own jokes, that guy. Seems like he's going that way a lot, so I guess that means even a fatso like him can fit in. Yeah, that's all I know. I cooperated, so we're square now, right? Hey, that gives us... Blackmail gets us professionalism. And we don't have to deal with Goto. Even better. You heard it here. You heard it here, future viewers. Blackmail is police procedure. Bag is still there. Oh, Neurosis -1. That's the opposite of what I expected to happen. Alright, didn't we get? Cheap lights. Photo. I'll pick that up. Sanity -1. Guess suffer. Deal with that later. Pointing down towards the well. This is indeed an abandoned shrine. Fresh paint. Must be close. We could climb down without dealing with Goto. Could use a rope or something, but well, no time to waste. Here goes nothing. Oh god! Oh, that's not good. Well, we're dead. Do you really have to flash so much, game? Jesus Christ. Hello. Sanity -10, investigation -5. That's what happens when we fall down a hole. We're doing quite well. We're just punting on dealing with Goto till a later date. Hi, Reina. Reina, to think I'd find you down here. It's impossible. No, not impossible. I knew she'd be here. I always knew. There's Kazuki, just like she promised. His hands are bound and a crude, blood-stained sack's been draped over his head. Again. Again? I say it to myself like it's as ordinary as this. It's as ordinary as the sun rising. Inevitable. Kazuki, I wish I could see your face again. I wish I could save you, but there's nothing I can say that will make a difference. Tonight, I'll lose you. What am I saying? I've got a job to do. Memories? Drop the knife. Please, drop the knife. Straight to business, huh? Not even a hello or a long time no see, Ayami-chan? It has been a while, after all. I'm not drawing my weapon, so you have no need for yours. I only want to talk. You do? How cute. You hear that, Tanaka? She wants to talk. That's right, we can work something out. No one needs to get hurt. Don't worry, Tanaka, I'll get you out of here. Ito, no, get out of here. Please, run. Shh, that's enough out of you. You stay nice and quiet until us girls are done talking. Well, go on, talk. I'm waiting. Not so easy when the knife is pointing towards someone you care about instead of some random girl. I'm falling for it. You're not the same girl. That girl is dead. Oh, is she? Well, gee, if I'd known that, it would have saved me a lot of trouble. You keep looking at my knife. What? You don't like it? It's so pretty. No one has to get hurt. No, someone always gets hurt. Besides, I don't want to hurt him, Ayami-chan. No, I never want to hurt Tanaka, but I have to. Don't you see? It's the only way. That whispers. It's not like Kamakura, isn't it, Ayami-chan? It worked. I was right. Now Tanaka will be able to come with me to the dark. As we different this time, he'll help me find the door and everything will change. Big time loop vibes here. I won't be alone anymore. And guess what? Good news, we don't need you anymore. No one needs a nasty woman like you. Tanaka says you don't hate me, that what you did in Kamakura wasn't your fault, but I know better. No, I don't want to think about those things. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's change the subject. Say goodbye to Tanaka. He's coming with me. Alright. Logical explanation. The clothes, the hair, the mannerisms are all the same. I didn't believe. The voices. There's no way she could have known about that. I buried it in my reports. Me and Tanaka didn't talk about it. The girl I faced really was the same girl. The smell of cherry blossoms began to mix with the stink of rancid sewage. Commander dropped the knife, only tightened her grip on the handle. She closed and closer to Kazuki's throat. I planned on keeping him safe. I had to think of something fast. You hear? In Kamakura, I murdered me? Trying to. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Run! The only chance to get out of this. You good little boy, and hush now. What's too bad about it? I wanted in Kamakura was the mask, but you were hiding it from me. I've been searching for it for so long, Ayami-chan. So many different shrines. Then Tanaka showed up. He didn't look at me like I was some sort of rabid little animal. Not like all the others. No, not my Tanaka. He wanted to help me. Really help me. And I almost believed he would before you showed up. We all know what happened after that, don't we? Poof, I woke up in the dark again. Still feel it. It hurt me, Ayami-chan. It hurt so bad. This close to changing everything, but you took it away from me. After him instead, he even gave me the mask. What, you don't believe me? He doesn't care about you, remember? He wants to help me. The mask wouldn't wake up, not like it did in Kamakura. It won't work if it's not awake. But Ayami, it worked. Everyone always called me stupid, but look at me now. Tanaka and I will be together, and I'll finally find the door. But first I have to send him there. I'm sorry, Tanaka. It's the only way you can help me. I want you to help me, please. You promised. And you, Ayami-chan, you can watch. Well, that's bad. What is it, Dark? What are you talking about? You don't need to talk about that. Kamakura, I was there. Every time before that, it's always the same. Deep down, the dark is always breathing. Can't you hear it? It's here now. Very close. It won't leave me alone. It follows me all the time, ever since I was little. At least with the mask, it's quieter. I told you I didn't want to talk about it anymore. Just sleep. I'm so tired with the dark. It's in my dreams. It's there every time I wake up. Help me sleep. Help me once he can see. Want you, Tanaka? Run! Vision blurred and everything from Kamakura came flooding back to me. Mind screamed out in agony every time with every word the girl spoke. Oh, hey! My mind screamed out in agony every... Suddenly I cracked. I felt helpless and afraid, like a little child. We're in New Game Plus for Tokyo Dark, so we're going to be jumping around a little bit. I'll probably be jumping through some dialogue that I might have seen the first time. My mind told me that the only solution left me was to run. My feet scrambled to escape. A flood of thoughts roared through my head. They told me none of it was real. Man under the hood wasn't Kazuki. The girl was just a vision brought on by my guilt. Mind told me it was all a delusion. I ran back the way I came, stumbling and tripping in the dark, my breath ragged as I scrambled up the well, cutting my fingernails on the rough stones. Ayami falls down a well, trips out, and then runs away, terrified. Everything blurred together until I crawled out of the small opening and collapsed onto the street. Taking a deep breath, everything snapped back into focus. I'll never forget how I felt when my mind cleared. I left him. I left him to die. But I was too scared to go back. I simply hid in the alley, terrified and shaking, feeling nothing but fear and shame. Everything is fine. Oh, this is not an ending. Meow. Lady Fluffington. Yeah. Jumping through a bit of this here. Trying red paint. Casey's working on. Yeah, they do need a bit of context. So, I was going to say, this is be a lot of context missing because this is essentially the third part of my playthrough of this game. And in the first hour, we reached our first ending. So everything past this is New Game Plus, so I can try and explain what's going on. So this is 6 months. We're in a flashback right now to the incident that essentially sparked Detective Ayami Ito's interest in this case, involvement in this case. Also involving the girl who was holding the guy in the sewer hostage, Reina. The guy in the sewer is our partner. We'll probably meet here in a bit. Reina was storming various shrines in Tokyo, looking for the mask. In our first run of that sewer scene, the path where we stay behind and try and stop Reina, she kills Kazuki. And when Ayami takes the bag off of Kazuki's head, he's wearing the mask. This time we ran. And also, I apologize in advance. I'm probably not gonna read everything we're seeing here, because this is second playthrough. We've seen most of this before. Might skim a few points, but he bought coffee before he left. He's out doing things. He's out in Kamakura, actually. Nothing to see here. And Kamakura is our next destination. I say, the big vandal link here is traces of red paint everywhere. It's a common theme we will see at Kamakura, and we saw in the sewer. Maneki Neko? Maneki Neko. If we collect all the Maneki Nekos, we unlock a different ending. But you really only went here to get a Maneki Neko, apparently. Play with Maneki Neko. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is Lady Fluffington. Is precious. Look at her. This is our neighbor. She is also precious.
こんにちは。
Oh, on the way out, want to drop this off first. Certainly has a distinct odor. Very distinct bag, too. Each family recipe, creamy curry donuts. Coconut, honey, curry powder, but the secret is the 5 hot chilies that are hidden in the batter. They have quite the kick. These bad boys will clean your soul with fire, inside and out. Wait, how are the chilies hidden in the batter? Newbie, I'm not so sure. Don't you thank me, your body will thank me after you eat them. And it cleanses you violently. Have you been? Just junk food? Yubi's our sweet neighbor who just wants to look out for us. Jumping in around 2 a.m., yeah. Oh. I was gonna say, I could see the combination of spicy and sweet. It could work. It's definitely not a taste for everyone. Like, they make spicy chocolate, too. And also, this is Ayami Ito's 4 a.m. drunk karaoke session. I do like karaoke. But now it's business time.
Hi.
Kazuki, is that you? It's me. Thanks for picking up. I didn't know who else to call. Alright. So, they made a big break. Mystery of the broken coffee maker? Nope, unfortunately that case will likely remain unresolved. The shrine case I've been working on. I think I found a pattern. So, Kawana. So many ways to write Kawana in Chinese characters that we didn't see the connection. For someone. Named Kawana. So he's headed to Kamakura next. Kamakura, which just so happens to have a shrine run by the Kawana family. Great footage, public records and the like. If you get there, we're going to run into a hostage situation. Keep an eye out for red paint. Red paint has been at all the other crime scenes. Business time. Train. As I step into the light, I see the cherry blossoms, smell their scent in the air, hear the sounds around me. It feels so familiar. Somehow I've seen it all before. It's like I'm watching a memory play out that I'm helpless to change. I'm trapped in this moment, drawn towards something I can't change. Something with a violent end. People are always living in the past. Everything we experience is filtered through our brains after it happens. We could step back into it again. Would anything change? Considering we're in a very concerning. Oh, this just gets us a separate. Yeah, okay. The system is very flashy.
綺麗な桜。
Apparently, that's our save point system. Station security. It is. I'm gonna talk to you. Goodbye. Whee! There we go again. This is a bit of an uh-oh area with regards to being just a flashback scene.
これは
Red paint here. Pro. There's something down there. Can look at it.
あれは
We'll get this again. What is this? I could use one of the bamboo stalks to get whatever's floating in the river. I'll be able to break it with my bare hands, though. Gun! That's not gun. Get what we used before to get this. Stalk. We can use gun on bamboo, apparently. Our professionalism is 11, so... Nah, this is a... Let's do a positive professionalism run.
あれは
Get this back.
興味深いわ
That is very much overkill. That is a obvious choice I didn't notice on my first run, which is a one of those things that just exists to lower your professionalism stat. Which at times changes the options available. I'll tell you one of the good ways I noticed in New Game Plus in the first area of the game. In the first area of the game, you can order a drink while you're technically on duty to get the bartender to give you information. And if you order a drink while on duty, you lose professionalism. Then later on, there's a locked dumpster, which you can go and you can either get the key to the dumpster from the warehouse worker inside the nearby warehouse, or you can shoot the lock off of it. And if you take that drink earlier, your professionalism goes down, and then you have the option to shoot the lock off. If you don't take that drink, you're too professional and you can't shoot the lock off. So your only route is to go in and get the key to the dumpster. And also, if it tells you anything about the professionalism stat in this game, one of the actions that raises your professionalism is... Yeah, really... I can't see it working. I couldn't see it actually working in real life. It's one of those things that's probably been tested countless times, but I can definitely see it not working whatsoever. Okay. We show this guy the train pass. He looks it up. We find out that he's not keen on blood. Hi. Bye. That's all I really care about him. Look inside. Dark room covered in dust. Someone does live in here. A very important character. Knock knock. Nobody home. What was that? It sounded like it came from behind me. I mean, one of the options that actually raises your professionalism is finding out that the shady bar you can get information at saves money by not maintaining their liquor license, and then using that fact to blackmail them into giving you information. The professional outcome, obviously. Obviously, the professional outcome is fleecing the shady establishments in the area. You in here? We're gonna go in here. There she is, Mrs. Kawana. My eyes at the shrine. That's what you were going to ask me about, weren't you? My granddaughter. But you already knew that, didn't you? Where I was, I mean. Yet you came back anyway. This is definitely New Game Plus material. How do you... Why did you come back? I came for something. It's the only way to do it needs to be done. I can't explain it, but I can feel it. The mask. So you do know. Your name is Ito, isn't it? Have we met before? I'm not sure. What's happening? The whispers of the mask have always been hard to make out. I always strained to hear one particular voice against a field of hundreds. Today the voices all said one word in unison. Over and over again, they said Ito. Can you hear that? You must take it from me. It calls out to you. Please, I've suffered enough. She stands on her tail. Punk! Sanity -1. There's the mask. As you can see, the mask is, not good to us. Are you alright? Why are you crying, Charlotte? I don't know. Suddenly I've got this feeling that I can't go back now, no matter what I do. What were we talking about? Right. Your granddaughter, Mai. If you see her, I really need to talk to her. Yes, fine. You mentioned that when you came in, didn't you? No matter. Leave me in peace. Probably didn't want to take it, because I know if I did, it would start all over again. That was the moment that changed everything. When she extended it towards me, I took it. Not because I wanted it, or as an act of bravery. I took it because I knew I'd already taken it, countless times before. It was as it had to be. I had no choice. Whee! We descend from the heavens. We descend from the heavens. The wave of sickness that overcame me began to fade when I emerged from the old, musty Kawana house. My mind began to write off what I'd experienced as a fluke. Feelings brought on by a lack of sleep and a strange case. After a few lungfuls of the spring air, my headache subsided and the nausea lessened. Every step I took out the door, the strong motion I felt holding the mask got farther away as well. It was the old Kawana woman who had made my mind go to such a strange place. What explanation could there be? As I walked away from the house, I stopped and broke into a cold sweat. My skin erupted in goosebumps. Something wasn't right. The mask was still firmly in my grasp. My knuckles had grown white from gripping it so tightly. Why had I held on to it? I think of an answer, a scream from the direction of the shrine broke through my muddled thoughts. Insert scream here. Go to shrine. I'm gonna save over this one. It feels like we only got 6 memories. There we go. Hi. Protect my precious pure baby. Did nothing wrong in her life. Ever. That day at the shrine I saw Reina for the first time. Who Kazuki had been chasing and who would be his killer 6 months later. Her eyes kept darting around, making her mental state impossible to read. Neck to neck is never good. Until that day I'd never seen her. She felt familiar. As I moved toward her, I began to feel uneasy. The knife print was my Kawana, which had been dragged there shortly after I arrived. Even in the warm spring air, I remember a shiver going down my spine. Taka, what exactly is going on here? Everything's under control, Ito. Stay behind me. Who is she? Tell her to go away. If she doesn't do it, if she doesn't, I'll do it. I swear. Please don't hurt me. I don't know anything. Please. And this is my partner, Detective Ito. I told you she'd be coming, remember? See, she's staying right there behind me, just like I said she would. No one's trying to trick you. What took you so long, Ito? Anyway, tread lightly and follow my lead. Doggun? No. Introduce yourself. Hey, your name's Reina, right? Yeah. Hi, Reina. My name's Sayami. I'm a friend. Please help me. You're not my friend. You don't know anything about me. I know more about you than you think, Reina. I don't trust her. Keep her back. Especially since we're in New Game Plus now. I know a lot more about you. You won't take one more step. Promise. You know, my partner's a lot smarter than me. Maybe you should tell her what she told me. With the voices and, what'd you call it? Oh, right. The dark. No, I don't want to talk about them. You said you could make them stop. Can you really? Like I said, I've met other people like you. Very sick, but when they came with me, I got them help and they got better. I'm sick? It's not real? That's right, though I know it doesn't seem that way. It's not your fault. It's not? No, of course not. If I was in your position, I'd be scared too. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real. That's right. No, you're wrong. You can't see it, is all. It's down there, eating everything up. Eating me up. Who can we trust? See anything, Reyna? I don't see anything, Reyna. It's a beautiful spring day, nothing more. There's nothing out to get you here. I feel like the progression between 6 months ago Kazuki, who thinks she's just mentally ill, and 6 months later Kazuki, who's willingly down in the sewers getting killed by Reyna, is that he starts to realize that there is something to what she's going through. In order to actually help her, he needs to die and go to the dark. It's below us all the time. It whispers, shows me things he wants me to do. I can't eat, I can't sleep. And nothing below us. I know it's confusing, but you've been sick a long time, and it won't get better unless you let us help you. No, you're lying. You want to hurt me like everyone else. Do it alone. I've always been alone. I need the mask. That's the only way to fix this. So stay away. Reyna, there's no mask here. Is that right, Mai? Yes, of course. I don't know anything about a special mask at this shrine. Reyna, Mai wouldn't lie about that, would she? There's no reason to hurt her if she doesn't know anything, right? Right, both of you. Working together. That's it, right? I know it's here. Where's the mask? Where's the mask? Please, stop. I don't know anything about it. I don't. I swear, please let me go. The sad thing is Mai really doesn't know anything about it. Everything about the mask is a family secret that the old Koana grandma was keeping from her 2 grandchildren. So Mai very much does not know anything about any of this. Hey, we talked about this earlier, right? Violence only makes everyone nervous. People do silly things when they're nervous. I don't know about you two, but it's hard to focus clearly on an empty stomach, and I'm starving. Are you two hungry? You know what my favorite food is? Pizza. Hey, Mai, what's your favorite type of pizza? Pizza? You want to know about, I don't know. I'd like margarita? We're a little boring, but a classic. What about you, Reyna? What's your favorite pizza? I can get one brought in for all of us. Much more pleasant way to talk than at opposite end of a shrine, if you ask me. Pizza, but what about the... Promise we'll talk about all that stuff later, but first, pizza. I like pizza too. Before. Not now. Before? Before what, Reyna? You can tell me about it. Gah. No, I don't want to talk about that. Besides, I can't eat. It makes me sick. Ever since that day. No, stop thinking about it. Mom. Everyone. Ooh. Mom, everyone. That's a loaded line, considering at the very start of this stream we learned what happened to her mom and everyone else. Let's just say cult rituals are a very bad thing. So the mind can affect the body too. Yep. Hey, Ito, you join us, right? What's your favorite pizza? Margarita, of course. You know, I'd rather things go peacefully. No more about pizza. I won't stop until I get it. Put that knife down, Reyna, and we can help you find whatever it is you're looking for. I know what you're doing. This bitch knows. You're hiding it from me. I know that this is the right one. I can feel it here. If she doesn't give it to me, I'm going to make little Mai bleed. Reyna, listen to me. I'm pretty sure if Mai knows anything about this mask, she'd tell you. Mai, know her. The one next to you. You said she was a friend. Why would you lie? You can hear them. You can see them all around her. Shadows. Voices. Benito? She doesn't know anything about this, Reyna. You're a little scared of her. That fear is playing into your sickness. You have to trust that what you see isn't there. Yeah, no more cult rituals before our SNES evenings. Before SNES and pizza. No, stop lying. You don't get it. It's real. She's seen it. But why? Why is it awake? Why? Huh? What is that? Can you hear it? It sounds like it does down there. No, get back. Can't you hear it? Oh God, make it stop. You said you can help me, so make it stop. Please make it stop. Please. Let Tanaka handle it. Reina, look at me. We're in this together. I don't see anything. There's nothing there. You're sick, remember? I know how real it seems, but it's not. Don't look at her. Look at me. I'm not saying all this to hurt you. I'm saying it to help you. No. No. No one wants to help me. That's not true. I wouldn't have followed you all the way here if I didn't. You came here for me? Really? That's right. Things don't have to be like this. You're young. It's not too late to be happy. Happy? It is very much too late. But I don't deserve it. I'm sick. You said I was sick. I'm broken. That's why it won't let me rest. We're all broken, but that doesn't mean we can't put ourselves back together. Sometimes we just need a little help. We do have a time burn, but it's fairly generous. Not real? No, it can't be. But what if you can't fix me? I'll do everything I can. First, you need to drop the knife. I isn't involved. It has to be a trick. I don't want to be alone all the time. I'm not gonna hurt her, but stay back. Thank you, Reina. That's all I needed to hear. Oh, here we go. Before that day, the possibility of ever using my gun on another human being never occurred to me. In my mind, doing so was a failure as a detective. A sign that you hadn't thought the situation through. Perhaps it failed. The Ayami I knew would never point her gun at a girl, but suddenly as I stood under the cherry blossoms, that Ayami was replaced by someone else. I was a passenger in my own body. Thoughts were lost in a din of 1,000 terrified voices. You could say I lost consciousness or didn't remember what I did, but that isn't true. For every moment, every second, and every face that looked at me in horror. And what I did. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Yeah, now the timer's gone and fucked. Now the timer is beyond fucked. So we don't have much choice in the matter. Plus, this being a flashback, this outcome is pretty much predestined. Ida, what are you doing? Ida, put your weapon down. Don't do this. These shouts never reached my ears. More than had been moments before no longer existed. There was darkness, and it was only me, the girl, and a voice who told me to do one thing. A thousand voices who told me to do one thing. And that thing was... Was YouTube loading really slowly? A thousand voices all saying in unison... I'm sorry, I had to. So I did. My finger pulled the trigger. Reina looked at me and smiled. I wonder why she smiled then, knowing at that moment what was about to happen to her. As if she knew exactly what was happening to me. Looked me right in the eyes, the bullet ripped through her skull. The smile never left her face even then, even after she died. This is going to go worse for us because, realistically, by not admitting that we had the mask, Reina was actually calmer than before. Weird to say. Reina probably could have been helped if it wasn't for the mask. Maneki Neko? Ayami, wake up. Tsuki, do you remember? Huh? Remember what? Being the same thing over and over again. Doesn't ring a bell? Dreams are gonna pesky like that, I guess. For what happened exactly, but I remember the feeling it gave me. It felt so cold. And afraid. I'm sorry. Worried you enough as it is. They're only dreams. What's I say? Oh, it doesn't matter. Please tell me. Oh no, it was strange. You kept shouting, "Stay out of the dark," like you were scared out of your mind. Ooh, that's interesting. Must have been one hell of a nightmare. Do you really not remember any of it? remember one thing. I remember seeing a door. Ooh. Bit of new content. Nurse. Well, Miss Ito, my superiors have deemed you suitable for release. You may leave this afternoon. Don't forget your medication. I won't. Thank you for looking after me. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Can I ask you something? Doubt you'll ask me anything you haven't already. Shoot. Anyone else besides myself visit you? I know there are a few other nurses on night shifts, and some of the other patients walk around sometimes. Eh? Hmm? Besides you and Tanaka, I don't think I've ever seen much of anyone for the last few weeks. Why? Nothing. On the way out last night, I thought I heard you whispering to someone. Oh. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I just happened to be passing by, and it's a bit unusual to hear patients speaking that late at night. I'm sorry to scare you. I've been having some weird dreams lately. It's like as if I'm talking in my sleep. I don't understand. Whoever you were talking to, I swear I heard them whisper back. Oh, that's concerning. That's really concerning. Hey, you ready to go? Yeah. Hey, why the long face? We should be celebrating. At this rate, things will be back to normal in no time. Well, I will tell you one thing. Care. There is at least one person we meet in this game who seems to be... who we can talk to, who others cannot see. There might be some truth to it. She also could be lying. Unclear. A lot of odd things happening in New Game Plus. Back normal in no time. I wonder if we're getting... I also wonder if we're getting put back to out of here in a hurry because we didn't mention the mask and our professionalism is high. No, Kazuki, they won't. Things will never be the same. Maybe this is just New Game Plus. Because this scene also ended really early. Hello. We're in the sewers. Ah, yes, this is the scene that we were... She's back here, but she ran. There's Kazuki with the mask on. Did she go back? It was inevitable that things would end up this way. They always have. It starts with the man I love being killed in front of me. One way or another, his blood is always on my hands. Doc. A little one. Sometimes I wonder what it is you see when you dream. What you look at when you're all alone. You can hear him. Sometimes I do too when it's dark. You whisper and think it's him, but there's nothing there. Roy, I'll bring him back. We'll all be together soon. Led in the sewers, she made contact with a lone female suspect. No suspect panicked. The incident ended violently before she could be apprehended. So this played out the same as it did first time, despite us leaving the sewer instead of staying around to watch Kazuki be killed. Wish the Ito and them was me instead of reality. Oh, sometimes I read the papers and wish the Ito and them was me instead of the reality. No one calls me. I hear more about the investigation from the internet than from people at the station. Maybe they're right. Maybe there was no girl, no bag, no phone call. It's easier that way. No, that's too simple. People always close their eyes when they see things they don't understand. Try to explain away the monster under their beds, even when they can hear it breathing in their ear. Not me. Got to keep it together and figure out what really happened. Even if it breaks me. Take pill. Take pill. And she looks so sad there, taking a pill. Oh wow, our sanity is taking a really big hit. Our sanity is taking a massive hit. I've been spending too much time in this room lately, so that night always come flooding back whenever I do. So I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and that when I open it I'll see him there, finding these last few weeks to be just a bad dream. There's not much to happen here, but this triggers... Neighbor. And Yumi's checking on us bringing us dinner. This is a Tokyo that's very dark, and things are gradually worsening across the board. Like in the ending we got earlier on in the stream, the city just kept getting worse and worse. More earthquakes, more crime, more murder, more death. Like, dark seeping into every corner of the streets of Tokyo. But Yumi is a bright
こんに
spot.
ちは。
Yumi brought us dinner. She's a sweetheart of a neighbor. Dream neighbor. You know that it's just... let's not go over this stuff. Really sorry about Kazuki, I mean. Know that he meant a lot to you. I didn't know him very well, but...
もう十分よ。
I'm sorry, Yumi, I didn't mean it. Forget it. Forget I said anything. Sorry I snapped at you, because it's been all been a bit much.
あ、
Earthquake. There's also earthquakes. That was a big one, huh? Alright. Just worried is all. Maybe that's my phone. Mark again. Alright. Work is calling us in. I'm actually going to save... yeah, there's only really one choice worth making there. So we'll just save over that. We only seem to get 6 save slots. And CCTV? CCTV is going to become very important down the line. Yeah, it's more... I am curious how much things will branch if, like, we go through the game more professionally or less sanely, but not. It's more like a gradually branching time. It's more like a gradually branching timeline than a distinctive timelines, so to speak. Saki Ishibashi. Saki is good. We'll chat with Saki. Thanks you back so soon. I do not I'm here. Am about what happened. Saki, you don't need to say anything. Just Wolf, I know you two were so close. I mean, I heard. Leave it alone, I'm fine. You're being so positive. No matter what people say, I know you cared about him, did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? Some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. Yep. Bad press surrounding Tanaka. The higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case. Yep. Ayami, being a woman trying to make her way in a male-dominated field, fought for so hard to get her position as a detective, and now the top brass are gonna pin this all on her and ship her away. So Bando, Tyra was boasting about some promotion, and they're unloading her office. Good old Tyra. I haven't decided if we're gonna beat up Tyra this route. Officer Bando was suspicious. We don't really see much of Officer Bando. Total sweetheart. Forthwith doing some legwork. Asking herself. And give him this. What is it? I think the frog drawing follows standard police procedure. Do you like it? It's cute, right? See, I'm trusting you with this because it's more of a private thing. I'll give it to him, though, right? Hmm. This is important for a bit later on. Sake of doing something different. Sorry, I'm too busy. What? What? How'd we... Oh, the investigation option is still here. Oh my god. We're gonna grind investigation. Since it's still here. Oh no. We're grinding. We're stat grinding. Yep. We're grinding. Oh my god. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Speedrun strats. We're grinding. My god, we're grinding our investigation so much. We're ready to get to 99 investigation. Just for the hell of it. $98? Almost there. One more. That is a cute frog. Oh, we're at 100. We are very meticulous. Which I think is the stat title from like 50 onward. Oh, sorry, Zaki. Sorry, Saki, I don't have time. I got somewhere I need to be. Oh, no worries, I understand. Duty calls, right? Yep, professionalism. It's better after Yukimoto's office soon, huh? Thanks for keeping up to date, Saki. Look. So you haven't slowed down your viewing habits, Saki. Yep, Saki watches the CCTV to gain gossip on people. So Hairbrush sees Detective Suzuki. Officer Sato takes up his wedding ring when he enters the building. That's right, Officer Banda. What's the story with you and the new guy? Sending letters isn't exactly your usual subtle tactic, Saki. Hardy har, very funny. This one's different. He seems like a keeper. He's not half bad looking to boot. Yeah, man, plus 25. I'm practically an old woman. If I don't find someone soon and settle down, I will die alone. Even listening to you stresses me out, Saki. I'm sure your prospects are fine. Alright. Elevator. Elevator. Wee. Yeah, of course. Oh, Ito, I mean, probably promised you some time off to this whole rotten situation. To talk to you early, with everything going on, well, you know how it is. Let's skip this. Where's off Ito? We're going full professionalism. Sure, this move should only be temporary. Essentially, Ayami is being reassigned. Quote-unquote reassigned, but demoted. To, like, tax fraud and other lame crap. It's that detective. Till the internal hearing metric case is complete, there'll be no further discussion of all this. Please go to your office and pack away any personal items to be shipped home. Da-da-da. Ito, take care. Yeah. Demoted. Her situation is the worst possible police outcome. Circling the wagons to protect one of their own when there's an officer involved shooting, and simultaneously just getting her out of the way for being a woman in the field, advancing in a field dominated by men. If you don't see the second part, then we'll find out when we meet Tyra. Let's go down in the basement. Yep, need to go back to my office and get my head together before I start wandering around the station. Oh, Neurosis. Can't exactly talk to you. Fair enough. Back to our office. Hey, it's Tyra. He's a twat. Hey, Ito, hold up. Heard you were back at the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right. He was the best. I was hard to believe that himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? Yeah, shut up, Tyra. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. You could have handled that on your own. Yeah. Implying something? Trying to imply something about me, Tyra? Oh, me? No. Tyra's a raging misogynist. I'm saying you could have used the help. I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Tyra will disappear. Fortunately, that tactic hasn't worked yet. Ito was okay. Didn't attach himself at the hip to Tyra. Probably make a good detective. Over fires, earthquakes, other emergencies. He told me that as the only female detective, it would be best to give me extra space, which translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. Naturally. Everyone refused to see the truth. I see everyone looking at me from out of the corners of their eye like I'm a caged animal, giggling at me like it's all so funny. Saw what I saw, at least I think I did. Everyone buzzing around, I can't even hear myself think. At least no one will bother me in here. Finally some peace and quiet. Wow. Look. Widely working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. But now, all that hard work shoved into some boxes to be holding up to whoever brown-nosed their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything all these years if it can be so easily packed away and forgotten. Tyra. Silver hairpin? No email from Yukimura. Immediately telling everyone about your demotion. Temporarily reassigned. Humiliating. Why doesn't he believe me? Oh, it's back. Why doesn't believe me? I'm laughing stock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they want to investigate, I will. Things first, I need to get their hands on that mask. And I've mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. Whee! Forensics gave the mask once over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go down and scope it out. Alright. You can also meet Officer Bando, Saki's crush. Officer Bando, the recent transfer from Osaka. Saki is quite smitten with the guy. Introduce yourself. Hi, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Vito. That's right, transferred to me in last week. How you doing, detective? Please, call me Bando. They really don't. They really don't ask enough questions. Like, what did they think of the giant bag of gore? And to be fair, it is possible that there was no trace left behind in the sewer, which would be the crux of Ayami's story, but other than that, giant bag of gore in the dumpster, which his phone was in, his actual phone being present. Bando's okay. Bando's just kind of here for the scene. Anything else we can talk to him about? No, we can't, since we declined to help Saki. We declined to play matchmaker with Saki, so there we go. Down to the basement. Look! Camera's pointing right at the entrance of the evidence lockup. No one's getting in there without being seen, at least while the cameras are still up. How do we take out the cameras? Look. The room is locked. Morty has the key. Now I can pick the lock to get in. Earthquake. Didn't think you'd stick around down here after that big earthquake this morning, Morty. So Morty is a good... To summarize interaction with Morty, Morty's a good cop who questioned some shit going on and got reassigned to evidence. Yep, asking too many questions in my last case. May have pissed off a few of the wrong people. So this police department is not entirely on the up and up. Although you could say this is pretty much the fate of all good cops who try and question the system. They either stop being cops or they get punished for trying to question wrongdoing happens. Morty's a good cop. Oh shit, we missed our chance to ask him to enter. That's annoying. We leave without the mask. Oh no. Yeah, sometimes there is. Let's go back to before 7. Sometimes there's a good cop. Hi, boss. Neurosis +5. Ito, there's no more to talk about the matter. Please return to your office, then go home and rest. But sir, hear me out. Chief gives me an order, I do it, no matter how much I dislike it, because he's my superior officer, and you should be doing the same. This conversation is over. You can, in theory, keep going back. Rondo? Rondo's gone now. Which means we could... in our office... pick up the hairpin. Unfortunately, I missed my chance to try and convince Morty to let us in. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna activate the fire alarm. There's nothing. There we go. I wonder if we could... oh, wow. I wonder if we could go up to Kimuno's office. Hey, you hear that alarm, right? You should use the elevator. Just upstairs. I'm sure it's a false alarm. Aren't you leaving? False alarm or not, rules are rules. I need to stay here and make sure the civilian and non-essential staff are evacuated first. Sorry, can't talk now. I need to get back to it. Well, let's just get back in the elevator then. Okay, we can't go to the boss. Whoa! He just ran in through the sky there. Okay. Exploring our options here. Yeah, I missed a trick by not. I forgot that interaction with Morty, you could only say one thing to him and then you're done. Gotta go to the basement now. So we are gonna get caught on camera by Saki. Well, unfortunately, we have no choice. We gotta pick the lock. We might have been able to convince Morty to let us in. Got ourselves the mask. Hopefully we Yep. No visions, eerie quiet. This obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. I do wonder, though, if... since we didn't help Saki... Saki has very much got to catch us on the cameras. In my first playthrough, if we do Saki's little matchmaking, we can get her to go up to the roof before we set off the alarm. So technically no one's watching the CCTV, but still, when we come back to the police station later on in the game, Saki pretty much tells us that she saw what we did. And she won't tell because we're her friend and we gotta stick together. It's all the same. All of it. I know I've been here before. I'm sure of it. Is it me who needed the mask so badly, or is it the opposite? I can't escape its orbit. No matter what I do, it'll find me again. Just stop. I don't have time to dwell on some idiotic sense of deja vu. I need to get back to Shinjuku. Get my head on straight. The mask can wait. Now this is new. Okay, I'm going to keep that save at Police HQ, because I want to go try and get into the evidence lockup. Another point. About, can enter here. No goto. Hey, I don't need any more trouble like that other night. You threatened to shut me down, then once I think you're out of my hair, a million more cops show up. You're bad news. There's no backup coming behind me this time. I'm off duty today. Plus, you weren't exactly being cooperative. I did what I had to do. No hard feelings, eh? No hard... You're something else, lady. If we're still up and running, I guess we're square. The way I heard on the news about what happened to you and your partner that night. What it's worth, I'm sorry. Thanks, I didn't figure you'd care much about what happened to a cop, all things considered. This lady's alright. So in what? My job? It's true, police come in here all the time and act like gods. They order drinks, threaten me, and fill me up thinking I don't care. The boss tells me to ignore it since happy cops are good for business. Honestly, they're worse than the customers that they're supposed to protect us from. Oh yeah, all things considered, I don't love the police, but that doesn't make me a robot. Nobody deserves to die alone. Told your buddies at the station that something terrible like that happened to me. Some nobody hostess. Do you think they'd give a shit? I would care. I'm not going to change that choice, because that's just a good thing to say. A lot of people lose sight about what it is to be human just because some government official gave them a badge. That's a powerful line. How long have you been doing this job? Not long. Only 2 years at 4 different shops. They all promise the same thing. Better pay and customers that'll treat you with respect. I'm still waiting on both those things. Business has been in the pits lately. I've gotten some offers that might pay better, but... What? But there are clubs with more of an adult vibe. They said I wouldn't have to do anything weird, but I don't know. I've heard rumors about what can happen to some of those girls in some of those places. Country girl like me doesn't exactly have a whole lot of job prospects and be good money. This one's easy. Won't do it. What? Ever hear the phrase, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it? No, not really. Take it from me. No one's going out of their way to help you, but that doesn't mean you can't help yourself. Just think it over before you say yes to that offer, okay? You think I get advice from a cop? Alright, I'll think about it. Got a name? Yeah, it's Miho. Don't tell anyone, though. The bosses don't like it when customers know our real names. I kind of wish you did shut us down that night. Oh, maybe it would have made my life easier. See you around, Detective. Miho's alright. Nice to come back here and talk to Miho. Daizo's here as well. Daizo's also alright. Thanks, Daizo, right? That's me. Surprised you remembered that, Detective. Daizo's good. Got a little uptick with the reporters. Always better options. Some just sell themselves because it's easier. But it's true. Yeah. Sometimes that's a cycle that it's hard to get out of, but that can be easier. I can see that. Daizo here wanted to cook and start a restaurant, but he's now stuck in a really bad part of town, the struggling business. We always want to end the cycle. What's the point? Don't give up. It may not mean much coming from me, but I believe you should stick it out to the end, no matter what. A lot of it comes down to attitude, right? If you stay down in the dumps, people will taste the emotion in the food. Something no amount of alcohol can mask. Yeah, I guess I've been beating myself up for weeks now. Maybe that's not helping, huh? I'm still competing with scumbags around here, but I'll try and keep my head above the water for now. Thanks, Detective. Ayami, stop by any time. Drinks on the house. Thanks, Daizo. Maybe I'll take you up on that one day. That's definitely better than before. Last time I played this, I told Daizo to try something different because it felt like, hey, maybe you should start over somewhere else. Somewhere you might be happier starting over somewhere else, Daizo. But the tone of that conversation was way more negative than I expected. This was more positive, even though I don't know about... That's a personal feeling of mine. I don't know. At some point, mashing your head against the wall and not getting anywhere, what's the point of continuing? Yeah, this one was more positive. Despite me, I don't know if I agree with the message of... Attitude is certainly a part of it, but if the business isn't working in this part of town, and you're just driving yourself to the bone, banging your head against the wall, not going anywhere, at what point do you say it's better for me to cut my losses and just try again somewhere else? That's just a personal thought of mine. There's the keypad that comes into play later on in the game. Dumpster. Did that all really happen? Hi, Reina. Hey, Detective Lady. Oh, she remembers me. Detective is right here. Standing right next to you, Kobayashi. Whoa, how'd you know my name? Written on your name tag, kid. Whoa, right. Oh, you gotta be pretty smart to be a detective. I liked it. I could see it in the flesh get up the other night. Know the news. Didn't know if you knew that. This guy also calls us out if we do unprofessional shit. The first scene in the game. What's that they said that you do? Clean and do stuff. Sometimes over here, sometimes over there. All over the place. It's pretty bad. Oh yeah, can I have the dumpster key back? Someone locked it back up so I haven't emptied it and the boss is starting to get suspicious. Oh, I don't have it on me. Sorry. Kobayashi? Yeah. Seriously? Oh man, well thanks anyway, man, woman, miss? Okay. Okay, bye, Kobayashi. In the first scene, if you do both the unprofessional actions, he notices and tells the cops about it. Like if you take a drink, he tells the cops that he smelled alcohol on you. If you shoot the lock of the dumpster, he tells them that he found the lock broken and he heard a big firecracker outside beforehand. And he thinks that you're a loose cannon and whatnot. I don't know if it actually has any gameplay implications down the line, but... Good old police tape. Now or never. Let's have a look around. It's probably going to be the last scene that I play through before ending for the night. The air still feels heavy. Still as it did the night I came in here looking for Kazuki. It's not like much has changed since then. Not sure what I expected anything different. If it turns out to be nothing, I should have a look around and see what I can find. I've already come this far anyways. There's a rope here now. No one seemed to question why the shrine gate was down here or who put it here in the first place. Would have said it wasn't relevant. Red markings, Raina drew. Bottom of the well is hidden in darkness. It does look like someone tied a rope here. Although when we first went through here, we didn't tie the rope. So, weird that no one... Oh yeah, here we go. Seems in the course of investigating the crime scene, a rope was brought in to get down. Wish I'd thought of that. I was gonna say, if the one thing I hear from people who've played this game way back when it first came out is that the mechanics are unique, and there's some cases where the stats really affect it, but it like doesn't go as far as it could. Maybe it was a mistake to come here. What's left of me here are horrible memories. I saw Raina, a girl who couldn't possibly be alive in this tunnel, I'm sure of it. Like, for example, when he first came in, I had just run from the encounter in the sewer and left and didn't go back. Then it transitioned to the 6 months ago flashback. Then it transitioned back to the present, where Ayami took off the hood, which is how the scene plays out normally if you stay in the sewer. So, like, it kind of just disregarded my choice to run and just sort of played out like normal. Another arrow going down. Like, this is where the confrontation took place. Another hatch going further into the sewer. Possible Raina escaped through it on that night. Wasn't so far off the mark after all. It's literally right where it happened. If Raina used this hatch, I might be able to find some proof to take the Yukimura and put his doubts to rest once and for all. Better keep my guard up. Down we get. One, two, three. Okay, this is a count the number of flashes to solve this puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Press this button first. 2, 3. This one should be number 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And 2, 3, 4. There's the photo of Raina. Being in the underground has been great and easy. Exactly how many number of times in history? Nah, things tend to go well when we wander around underground sewers. Find that picture of Raina. Open this. Pry it open. Back to the surface to find a crowbar. What if this is the door? What's going on here? Noise, shit, the hatch is closed, I'm trapped. This isn't good, I have to get out of here. Running! Something actually coming after me. Okay, let's go this way. It's not real, it's not real. It's just an episode, like the doctor said, it's not real. Kusky said it wasn't real. Seeking! Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Hi, Kazuki. Kazuki! Somehow I knew I'd find you if I came down here. Wait, don't go. Please don't leave me again. That smile. Whoa! And we're falling. And we're falling. The animated sequences are very good. Absolutely. Which is the dream? Or are they memories? I'm not sure what's true anymore. Tunnels where Kazuki cried out to me just seemed just as real as the walls in this bedroom. Everything's muddled together. So am I doomed to do this all over again? Like a nightmare I can't wake up from. Where am I? Room. No, I was in a tunnel. Am I still dreaming? Can't remember getting home. Can I remember? What did I do? The police station I went to Shinjuku died? Or did I? It's all bleeding together. Need to rest. Pick this up. Photo from the tunnel. Impossible. Can't be. Without the writing on it, though. So a stage performance. Reina was an idol in 1996. Talk. Hello again, Lady Fluff. Where are we, though? We're back home. We are very shaken, adequately professional, very meticulous. Pet the cat. Oh, hi. She was here, too. Decent amount of investigation. Okay, I think... I'm pretty sure we have to go talk to Daiso. Get information from him. I think in all honesty, I'm gonna jump back to the main menu. Let's see. Continue? We continue from... Okay. We can continue from here. Jump back to the main menu again. Broken memories. Yeah, we could load from here. Oh, I don't want to load from here. Ah, shit. I'm gonna close out of here quick. I'm gonna start this back up, but I want to keep Let's save where I'm at. I'm gonna save the memories that I have. Though, to be perfectly honest, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. Definitely. So, on the shorter side, but hey, it's a Sunday night as opposed to my usual Saturday spot. So, I think we'll leave it here. Well, glad you could make it for what we did. I'm gonna put the full thing on YouTube tomorrow, which is gonna be shorter than the previous 2 parts on YouTube. But yeah, we got our first ending. Hey, Manji. We got our first ending. We unlocked New Game Plus mode, which is going to make... which is not quite as clean as I was expecting in terms of picking up branches where we lost them, but it seems like as a trade-off, though, it has some interesting interesting New Game Plus content. Yeah. It is very much once in a blue moon that I am out here live. It's just recently that I've actually gotten back on here, specifically to play this game. I started this back on Halloween, and I've got 3 weeks in a row now with this. I wanted to get a little more in, just to stay relatively consistent. Some things just gotta make a habit, or else you just find excuses not to do them, and then before you know it, it's been 2 months. It's been another 6 months since I've streamed, and I've left another game half finished. Advance on Twitch. I noticed there's like a schedule thing on Twitch. I haven't actually tried to use it. I think I'm gonna try and use that. Like, put it on the schedule. At some point this week, I'm gonna try and do that. So I think, as a tentative plan, I'm thinking we pick this up again Friday night or Saturday night. Saturday night's the usual spot for me. Might do Friday night, because I actually have off Friday. So, it'd be good. It would be a good day/night for that. But yeah, I'll definitely try and put it on the Twitch stream schedule thingy. There's a whole bunch of Twitch tools that I have not actually dug too much into trying to use. Like hell, I made an affiliate a while back. I never fully registered myself there, and never really poked around with the many benefits that come with being affiliate. Around this time, yeah, usually like 7:30. Usually we'll at least try and get things going between like 7:30 and 8 in terms of starting. Like tonight I hung out later and started around 8. I usually like to get things going between 7:30 and 8. As a compromise, I might say 7:45, but think about around that time. That's usually the ideal time for me. So, say, glad you could catch me. I'm glad you did. I hope you enjoyed the new game plus Tokyo Dark. Really, you came in right at the start of the second loop, and it is a loop. There's a lot going on in this game. It's interesting how it turned off. Take care, Kay. Take care, Kay. Thanks for coming out. And Manji, thanks for showing up. Have a good night. Until next time. Until then.